What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I got some new news concerning Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach has took to the interviewing table and has made a statement. And I will put the link in the description below, of course. And he said that he is disappointed with Ben Davidson's instructions to Tyson Fury. This is very surprising because, Freddie Roach is, of course, the wild card renowned trainer, and he's trained many different champions, and he gave his own opinion about how Ben Davidson instructed Tyson Fury. He instructed Tyson Fury to play it safe. He instructed Tyson Fury to do a lot of feigning, which was effective at a lot of times. But as Freddie Roach pointed out to the interviewer that Tyson hurt him a couple times and could have had him out. And he also criticized Davidson for giving the same instructions to a 126-pound fighter to a heavyweight fighter, which depends. 126 pounds, you don't really have a lot of huge knockout artists there. You know what I mean? The heaviest knockout artist in the 126-pound featherweight division that I remember was Princess Ahmed, and we haven't had one for a very long time, mind you. Okay, so that's how it looks suspicious to him, because, well, maybe he this guy didn't know what the hell he was doing by instructing two guys in two different weight classes to fight the same way. Because in the heavyweight division, all it takes is one punch from especially a 260-pound guy like Tyson Fury to put you out of there. And Tyson Fury did catch Deontay Wilder with flush punches. I seen those punches land between the guards of Deontay, because Deontay really did not have any head movement. So he was actually quite easy to hit. And he wasn't really trying to be, elusive in there. Deontay Wilder was the guy that kept coming. He would sometimes jab that one jab and jab with Fury, and I know that bloodied his nose one time, so that was effective. But a lot of times Tyson Fury did have him hurt, especially the 12th round when everybody thought Tyson Fury was knocked out, right? So I kind of agree with Freddie Roach, because Freddie Roach, he admits he is an aggressive fighter. You know what I'm saying? And he is that guy that focuses on offense, attacking. I know Amir Khan mostly spoke of Freddie Roach working on his aggressiveness. You know what I mean? When he was, in the wild card gym, and of course that's Amir Khan with his, chinny self, his, chin challenged, face. But he is known to be an aggressive trainer. And in that fight, the question would be, would Tyson Fury fight Deontay Wilder with different instructions? That's the question you'd ask yourself, because it seemed like to me that Ben Davidson, for what he is worth, he did pretty good instructions. However, if he could have got Deontay Wilder out of there, I think he should have took a shot at it, especially after we know how the scorecards were going to go. And if it does happen in the U.S., again, and he probably should work for a knockout. That's probably some of the concern of the weight gain, or the desire to gain weight by Deontay's camp for Deontay because of that. Maybe the punches might not affect him as much if he gains some weight, which I don't see how that would have anything to do with your chin versus the rest of your body. Because if you get hit square in your chin, and that right nerve exposed, you're going down. You know what I mean? And they say the bigger you are, the harder you fall. So, but one thing I don't like personally, if Freddie Roach done this, he done this in an interview. He said he spoke to Tyson Fury and his brother, and they said they're going to take a nice little vacation, then come back and meet after, maybe in the UK, and then discuss the things that could have been critiqued. Now, my only thing is, I feel that he should have told Ben Davis this before going, on air, real talk, because when you do stuff like that, it makes you think like there's a disconnect, right? There's something that the person is uncomfortable telling you with, but can tell other people about you. You know what I'm saying? That's not that wasn't the best solution for me, because if I was Ben Davidson, yeah, now I can see how possibly that he might not want Freddie Roach in his corner by doing something like that. You know what I'm saying? How, it's easy for him to take offense to that by Freddie Roach doing that. You know what I'm saying? Having an interview like that so people can see, like, you could come to me and tell me, because what's going on in the corner should stay in the corner. It shouldn't be like, okay, this trainer going off and saying this about this trainer, knowing this trainer is not the most experienced trainer. You know what I mean? And then if he's going to go, and get interviewed like that and explain how he feels, he should have done it with Ben first. That's my only problem with it. Was he right? More than likely he was, because everyone talked about the power punches from Deontay Wilder and the power and the power and the power and the freaking power. Yes, the freakish power. He has that. But no one really looked at the idea or the concept that Tyson Fury could hurt this guy and knock this guy out. You see what I'm saying? So it's one of those situations where you're thinking it's one thing, and then if you go back and look at that fight, you can clearly see there was something else going on. Deontay Wilder can get buckled too. Hell, he got buckled in the Luis Ortiz fight with a right hook, right? And that he didn't see that punch coming, right? So, yes, Deontay's tough, but the thing is, I think because Ben Davidson instructed Tyson to just box and not go for the KO, the fight ended the way it ended. You see what I'm saying? Because you wouldn't let's say Tyson Fury hurt him in the 7th round with a good right. And, he's seen his legs do a little dance. Okay, well, if he was following Freddie Roach would have been like, okay, attack this guy. We got him hurt. Attack, attack, attack. He probably could have put Deontay Wilder down, and that fight wouldn't have lasted the way it did. You see what I'm saying? It would have been a whole different alternative ending if he would have fought aggressively, because obviously from rounds 1 to 9, he couldn't get hit, right? So if Tyson Fury was doing that feinting, getting on the inside, sticking that jab in his face, then following through with that right hand between his guards and then buckling this guy and hurting him, hey, he should have tried doing that. He'd even start punching around the guard. And so, you seen Deontay's eye swole. His eye was swelling gradually. By the 12th round, it looked like a big pussy, right, on his eye. So, he was definitely getting hit. We seen him buckle in the 12th. Now, people always talking about the knockdown, the second knockdown. Sure, if it wasn't for the instruction, those safe instructions, a lot of times you can't play it safe. For one, you're not at home. And for two, because you're not at home, you don't know how these judges are going to judge for you. You seen how it was, 115, 110, or 111 for Deontay Wilder. How could you get that, right? So, a lot of times it's how you fight a fight, but I understand Ben. I do understand why he did that. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys that I don't know why he did that. He did that to play it safe because Tyson Fury is a master boxer. He's a very good boxer with a very good, clever, experienced ring IQ. So he could box him for 12 rounds because he's done it before against Klitschko. Okay? So, yeah, I can understand why. Playing it safe is normally the other reason, but, that's probably sometimes the best policy. But I also understand Freddie Roach too, and it's unfortunate for Ben Davidson because he is a young trainer, and, you're going to get criticism like that, especially in your corner. Okay, so you guys tell me what you think about these guys, these trainers and their ego and their decisions, because that's what it comes down to. Because, I thought for just a second that when Freddie Roach, he's going to be a cut man, quote unquote, I knew that was BS, but we all did. But I was figuring, I'm like, okay, he's listening to Freddie Roach. Will it be a clash in instructions? You know what I'm saying? But obviously, I think Freddie Roach sat back and allowed Ben to do his job for the most part. Because had he not, he would have took over and said, no, you got to be aggressive, go in there and knock this guy out. You already buckled him a couple times. Go for the KO. He can't touch you with that right. You know it's coming. You know. So, but anyway, you guys tell me what you think about this particular interview with Freddie Roach. Of course, guys, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.